This first thing I gave you. There it is. Okay, this is the notebook grading rubric. So you guys can see it. You got it there too. So I mean, it's not like it's not in the way. Oh well. You guys got this. This is a grading rubric. You don't have to write on this at all. This is what is expected to be in your notebook when I start taking it. Now, when I take it, it's like, make sure it makes it to the basket. I will not go on the bookshelf and get it off the shelf for you. The only time I'll touch it on the shelf is after the class is over and I'm cleaning them out. So if you don't turn it in, you don't get credit for it. But what it is there's two columns over here. If I have given you it and you haven't done anything but slide it in your notebook, you get a check mark for it being there. If it is complete, graded, if there's a grade on or if it's filled out for the sake of the graphic organizers, you will get a second check mark. And then I total them up and there's 27 total things. It's a percentage of that times 350 points. So you can get up to 350 points, which is easily bring you up 6 or 7% of your total grade. Okay, so it's that big a grade. Now, most of the stuff you've already gotten. Classroom rules, I gave you that the first day of class. Title sheet is, do you have your notebook? Is there your name written on it? Not on the binder, but on a piece of paper or on a little sticky note and stuck on the binder or the folder. That's your title sheet. Okay. Can I see who it is without having to open it up and dig through the papers is what it is. Table of contents, just take a piece of paper and write what's in there. The only things I need you to write is the stuff here. You know about the formulas. I've given you those at the end of each chapter. Vocabulary, that's graded vocabulary. When you say graphic organizers, if you go to the chapter in the book that is we're looking for, and I'll just do chapter 7 right there. All right, if you go to the chapter in the book and you flip over to right past the first page, this being the first page of chapter 7, it says graphic organizer. Just take a piece of paper, make it, fill it out. If you don't know what goes there, ask. We'll talk about it, okay? If you can fit them all so I can read them on the one page, I'll accept that. I don't have to have separate sheets. But if you want to do a separate sheet for each graphic organizer, that's okay also. Okay, just write down. A graphic organizer is a graphic or a pictorial representation of information to help you learn. That's all it is. But that's the graphic organizer. Just get some paper, whatever, make one up and put it in the binder. We're going to get today, we were going to get the insurance. We already did the add and deletes yesterday, down on 20 and 21 down here. Spreadsheet we will do early next week. And the formulas we get when we do the chapters. 25 at the bottom, any 3 reflections. We're going to have 4 reflections by the time we get done with this. If you have any 3 graded and returned to you, you get full credit. If you only got 1, I'll give you 1 check mark. If you got 3, you get 2 check marks. Down at the bottom, 26 and 27. 26 is 75% completion on worksheets. You have got a grade for the worksheets in the computer. 75%. I'll keep track of them. Okay. That doesn't mean you have to have passed them. It's just, did you get a grade on? Get it back. The worksheets are stuff you actually use a pencil to write on. So it doesn't include class discussions like vocabulary, study guide, the actual worksheets, stuff that you're writing on. 75% of that stuff completed and turned in and graded and given back to you. Get a check mark. Okay. Science Web, the weekly ones we do, which by the way, I haven't decided if we're going to do next Wednesday or not, since next Thursday is the last day. I may just say we're done with them and I'll just give it to you Monday and say keep it. If you've done a couple of those, you get credit for it. All right, and that's all you got to do. Your notebook does not have to be in any sort of order. I'm not the type that has to have it in order. And you know, I've seen teachers when I was observing, where they would require you to have it in a certain order and they would fail you the entire notebook if 2 pages were swapped. We ain't doing that. If it's in there, don't worry about it. I go through here. If I find it, I put a check mark, clean out your notebook as I go. If you want to keep any part of your notebook, write a little note, stick it on the front, say, I want this, and I'll take it out. I'll paper clip it together and get it back to you. If not, it's going in the trash as I grade it. Because I reuse these all the time. So everybody understand. Okay. That's it for that. Yes.